Hello, this is Joe with Just Below Average Model Cars, bringing you my latest build. This is March of 2026, and it's the MPC Pontiac GTO Super Stocker by Round 2. And I'll show you some details. I painted it with Krylon Shortcuts gloss white. I did not prime the body, and I should have. This plastic reacted to this paint and what I used on the chassis. Oops, was Apple Red by Rust-Oleum, and it gave some weird patterns, like the swirls in the plastic caused different levels of gloss in the paint. It was kind of weird, so I should have primed it, but I didn't. I've had success using the shortcuts on bare plastic before, and it did well. It just didn't do that well this time, so I sanded it with up to 12,000 grit, and then I clear coated it with Tester's gloss coat out of the airbrush, thinned about 50-50, and then I polished it with I did a little bit of 12,000 grit sandpaper in a couple areas where the clear coat came out a little rough, and then I polished it with my bare metal foil plastic polish, and it came out all right. It's not a show car; it shouldn't be. It's a Saturday night special stock car there. So let's get a closer look at it. Now I used most of the decals on here are from the kit. The stripes over the hood and the roof, the 400 cubic inch. There's two different versions of the 400 cubic inch sticker on there. The 52, these sponsor decals here are from the kit. This Goodyear kit's from a Gopher Racing. This Goodyear decal is from a Gopher Racing decal sheet. And this is from, I'm not sure what. This was in my bunch of decals. It's probably ancient. I don't know where it came from. And then this Bernie salvage came off another Round 2 kit. And anyways, I think it turned out all right. I'm kind of shocked at how easily this piece went down right here. I put some gel super glue on there and put it under, held it for a second, and it stayed right where I wanted it to, which is unusual. The tires are those pad printed Goodyears. Is that focusing? The beautiful tires. Painted the wheels the same color as the chassis. And you know what? I forgot. I was going to paint those that window and add a different color red, so it didn't look so shiny. But it's all together now. As we do, we sometimes forget stuff. This rear bumper does not have much attaching points. I super glued. Let's get in the picture. I super glued the roll pan to the bumper, like it says in the directions, and I glued it on the corners here, and it stayed. I wouldn't want to hit it with another car, but anyways, put the MPC logo on there on the back. One other builder online had trouble getting the exhaust pipes through there. I didn't have any trouble with that, but one trouble I did have, you can see that wheel is a little misaligned there. Oops, there goes the hood. This one's not so bad. I'm going to tell you what the deal is. I put the kit together because this rear subframe is separate from the front frame. This rear subframe is separate from the front frame here, and the directions tell you where to glue it. And so it shows the second hole, or the front hole on the back subframe to glue it in, and that's what I did. And then it has you put on this coil spring rear suspension, and it has you put on this panhard rod right here. Now I put the coils in there And the panhard rod, there's a nice notch in the frame for it right there. But connecting to here and where this connected to the body here, it just would not work. I did set it in there, but it didn't work. But as you can see, I've got it out now. And the coil springs are here because when I put the body on for a test fit, the axle was all the way up here. And I seem to remember building one of these as a kid, and I think it was the Monte Carlo one, and I had the same problem. And looking at the suspension, even if this was farther back by one notch, I don't remember if I put it in the farthest notch back. There's no way. I'm not sure. Now I've watched at least two other people build this, and they didn't seem to have that problem. But what I ended up doing was there's leaf springs that come in the kit. Now a GTO would have coil springs in back, but you got to do what you got to do. So I put those on there, and when I put those on, the tire was way too far up. It wouldn't even allow me to put the tire in. You've got this black piece there. It's a separate piece from this. That's an interior piece. It would hit on that. So I had to take off about this much out of it. I'll show you a picture how much I took out. And that might be a little too high. And that one's a little too far back. I'm not sure why, because it seems to be even in the chassis. And this one sticks out farther than that one. I'm not sure if it looks like I got it on the axle just as far too. Maybe that's by design because it is a circle track car. And the old kits used to have what they call the floater tire on there. And I've got one in my stash. I'll see if I can find a picture of it and put it up here. But these newer kits have got all the same 4 tires. I did the engine just right out of the box. It's a nice engine, but it's no Pontiac. It's a big block Chevy. I did paint it Pontiac blue, not that you can tell. And Model Master Pontiac blue. And I painted me this particular oil pan is brass. I like to make them gold, look like a Malodin, however you say that pan. But this one's brass. This is a 2-piece drive shaft, and it didn't go together right when I put it together because I actually had to trim this piece so it would fit in the back of the drive shaft when it had the coil spring suspension, and then I had to cut it off and add a piece of plastic to extend it when I put these leaf springs on. So, anyways, the rear suspension is not. I'm not sure. These traction bars fit better on the when you have the leaf springs on there, because when you put the coil springs on there, they attach up here. I don't know if that's supposed to be, but there's a notch in the frame for them here. So this is kind of weird. There's another weird thing with the chassis was these bars here. Now it shows here it's 55, 56. Now there's 2 different sizes. Let's see. And it has to do with, I'm sure, which notch you put the rear subframe on. One's longer than the other one. I don't know if I got. Anyways, it's hard to see. Now these go in according to the directions here, and there's a little hole. There's a pin here on this piece. It's on the other page. There's a hole here. There's a pin here and a hole in here. Well, if you put the hole on the pin, it doesn't fit right. It doesn't. I'm guessing it's supposed to attach to here and then attach up here to the roll cage. but the pin is in the hole in the bar is in the wrong place, and then if you put this, one thing I did was I glued the entire roll cage. I put these 3 parts together, and then these 2 parts together. I glued them together and painted it. Maybe not the best move. It was the best move for painting, but if I would have assembled it this way, this might have worked out better. But it didn't seem like these bars would go over and around this properly. So I left those bars out. Obviously, I got them right here, because the way I built it, it might have worked out better. And the other problem with me building it with this top bar in first, gluing it all in, and then putting this in, was that this shroud here, or whatever you want to call it, the exhaust that goes over the exhaust pipes, it would not go in until I took out the shifter. Took the shifter back out. Thankfully, I super glued it, so I was able to get my hobby knife in there and pop it loose without breaking anything. And then it went in just fine through the front. I think it went in through the front. Anyways, just so you know, if you glue all this, if you don't follow the directions, you might have trouble. But sometimes a lot of us don't follow the directions to make painting easier or what have you. So it's a cool kit. I built it when I was a kid. I think I built 2 of them, and I had problem with the wheelbase on one of them, and on this one too. But thankfully, with my better skills now, I figured out how to fix it. The shock absorbers. See that piece that glues on that the coil springs and the shock absorbers attached to is in the same place. There's only one place, and it attaches to the rear subframe. And so I left it. I was able to break the shock absorbers off the axle, and then I was able to bend them back and super glue them in place, so they kind of look okay. Anyways, I think it came out all right. I used Go for Racing decals on the dashboard. And these are Go for Racing decals also. Nice decals. I've used them before. I used a chrome pen on the hood pins. I kind of wish I would have just sanded them off and used the decals I have. The power slide decals I have for it. For those would come out nice. Anyways, there she is, another one done to put on the shelf. I'm starting another one already. I've already got 2 done this year, which is as many as I got done all last year, so I'm feeling pretty good. Anyways, thanks for watching. I appreciate your comments and your likes on the video. If you had any problems with this kit, let me know in the bottom and see what your solutions were. I think it came out all right looking. I like the way it looks. I like the stripes. They came out pretty cool. The decals that came with the kit were pretty good. One of my sponsor decals, it was a Hayes clutch decal. I tried to use it. The first one broke. I was going to put it on the fender well here. And then, so I was going to put one on the back of the trunk, and that one broke. So, and this decal here broke. That's probably more my fault than anything, but the other decals laid on beautifully. Anyways, thanks for watching, and have a nice day.